Hey, Mom. It's me. I tried contacting you about introducing Ashley. It's finally this week. Having you bring your partner home feels like a dream. It's amazing how my son, whom I've raised for 30 years, is starting his own family. Hey, just wanted to give you a heads up in advance. Ashley has some serious trauma when it comes to dealing with in-law issues. What do you mean? Her mom and her grandma used to clash a lot, and seeing that made her really scared. She's worried she might end up facing the same tough times as her mom herself. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. To be frank, Ashley isn't really keen on meeting you, Mom. I'm different from Ashley's mom or grandma. She doesn't have to feel any pressure around me. I'm a whole different person. Also, I think it's because we're poor too. What? She said she doesn't want to deal with poor folks because she's afraid she'll get taken advantage of and lose everything. So, she's not really up for mingling with them. What are you talking about? That's the situation. So, Mom, try not to bother her with unnecessary chatter. It just makes her uncomfortable. Really? That doesn't sound right. I just want to know the type of girl you're marrying. I thought a little chat might help with that. Of course, I won't pry into everything. Not prying, just hoping for some small talks. Just, please don't do that. What? You might make her feel uncomfortable. How so? Isn't it normal to want to know about your son's future partner? I'm saying it's unnecessary. Bringing Ashley should be enough, right? We'll just pop in briefly and head out. What? I don't want her to feel some type of way before we get married. This is Ashley. Thank you for welcoming me today. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for texting me. I hope you had a good time. I was a bit worried. Please, take good care of my son. Of course I will. By the way, what's up? We don't have any plans on visiting you after we get married, so... Huh? We're not going to visit you anymore. I'm marrying John, not his family. He said that's fine with him. No way. What about Christmas? New Year's? I want to at least spend that with him and have a good time. Not meeting at all is just not possible, is it? John is okay with not seeing you. There's no good time in a poor family. Poor? He said that? Yes, he did. After his father passed away when he was little, you worked very hard to raise John. But he said you were always struggling financially. Huh? I don't remember ever making John feel poor. And John always seemed to be lonely, you know? Well, I had to raise him since his father passed away. You were poor, so you had no choice but to work hard, right? Yeah, you gotta work to make a living, don't you? Despite that, we lived comfortably, and he always had everything he wanted. Isn't that just how you see it, though? I don't think so. Thankfully, both my parents have always worked. I've grown up without any trouble since I was a kid. I'm sure my parents will look after John well from now on. So you don't need to worry about anything. Well, that's good, and I'm grateful for that. But I can't rely on them completely. I'm saying it's fine, so it's fine. Ashley? Anyway, I won't be visiting you. I don't think I'll be reaching out either. If you need anything from me, please go through John. What? I don't want to speak with you anymore, so please communicate any matters through John. Mom, just to let you know, Ashley and I welcome a precious baby boy. What? That's great news. Congratulations. I didn't know anything about it until now. I thought, since we won't be seeing each other, I didn't really need to tell you. What? I won't even get to meet my first grandchild? I'm okay with you seeing him, but it's all up to Ashley. If she says yes, I'll take him to see you. If she says yes? I'm his grandmother too, you know. Being his real grandma, I have every right to meet him, don't you think? Did you forget what Ashley said? She depends on her parents, so Mom doesn't need to do anything. I don't want to do anything without her knowing. Plus, Ashley does not want to expose him to a poor household vibe. Why do you two keep saying that? I'm still working and making a living. You can't be too extravagant on a part-time income, can you? It's better to rely on Ashley's parents. That way, we and our kids will have a better life. Is that how you talk to your own mother? I've had enough. I'll just send the gift to your home instead. Miranda, what's the deal with this gift? I never asked for anything like this. Hi, Ashley. How's your health after giving birth? Congratulations, by the way. It's not really that much, but I wanted you to have something nice. Can you accept it? Why are you sending cash? We're not exactly struggling, you know. I didn't mean it like that. Since we don't see each other often and can't talk much, I wasn't sure what you'd like. So I thought it would be best for you to pick something you want. I know what you're up to. Huh? You're trying to buy my son with money, aren't you? Huh? What do you mean? You thought if you gave me the money, you'd get to see your son, didn't you? Ashley, that's not my intention. I just wanted to give you something for the baby. Why would you think that? You're thinking of making him the heir just because he's a boy, aren't you? I can see through that. But this isn't a joke. My parents would definitely be furious if they found out I was being groomed as the heir of such a poor family. What do you mean by poor family? I think you and John have misunderstood something. Why can't you just accept my gift? It's because you're poor. You've been living your whole life planning things with an agenda, haven't you? Even this time, you thought that if you invested in your son and held on to him, you would never have to worry about money, didn't you? Why would I think that? I'm not struggling financially. Please, just leave us alone. I have no intention of letting my son see you in the future. I'd appreciate it if you could stay away from us. We will build a happy family together without you. We don't need anything from you. Hold on, Ashley. You guys have got it all wrong. Just listen to me, please. No, I don't want to talk to you. I made it clear when we got married. That's all I have to say. Goodbye. Mom, what have you done? Thanks to you, Ashley is pissed off. I didn't do anything to offend her. I just gave her a baby gift. How is that bad? Yes, it is. No one asked you for it. Where did you even get the money? You know what? You've been saying we're poor for ages, but aren't you misunderstanding something? No need to play dumb. Ashley was wondering why you'd send money when you're poor, as if it's some kind of insult. Why did you send us cash? What do you mean? I didn't know what you'd like, so I just wanted you to choose something you'd enjoy. Mom, are you trying to force us into living together by giving us cash, as if it's some kind of favor? Huh? Why do you and Ashley only think of things that way? Living day to day is tough, right? Since Dad passed away, you've been working nonstop. I've been home alone, feeling lonely all the time. I do feel like I've made you feel lonely in that regard, and I'm sorry. But why does that mean we have to be poor? You worked hard for low pay, right? You couldn't take breaks because it wouldn't bring in money, so you had to work, even if it meant leaving me alone. Growing up in a single-parent home, I always had to make sacrifices. Huh? So when I got married, I wanted to build a happy, financially secure home, without Mom getting in the way. What are you talking about? Ashley was the one who understood my situation like that. She listened to what I've been through. She knows how lonely I was growing up. We've spent our whole life hiding our poverty because you're a single mother. But now, I can live a life where I don't have to worry about money. Both her parents are alive and well, and I know they will continue to support us in the future. I don't want to take care of you when you get older. You're going to spend your last days alone and lonely. Well, so you really weren't happy growing up? I've always worked hard just to make you happy, but it seems like none of that got through to you. All right. Don't come crying to me later. Huh? Did I ever make you feel financially tight? I've always made sure you got what you wanted. Well, except for the fancy stuff. You didn't get me video games, did you? All my friends were playing it together but me. That's because you didn't keep your promise, right? You took advantage of me coming home late and just goofed off instead of doing your homework. Well, I sent you to a fancy private high school, let you join all the clubs you wanted, remember? Whenever you wanted to go to cram school, I paid the tuition and let you go to your favorite one. For college, I even sent you to the most prestigious private university around here, known for its high tuition fees. And when you said you wanted to live alone, I rented a brand new apartment with top-notch security, didn't I? So where's the poverty in all of that? What have you had to sacrifice? You're right. I've never made you sacrifice anything when it comes to money, have I? Ashley had me completely brainwashed. But honestly, I've never felt financially deprived. I just remember feeling lonely because I couldn't be with Mom. You never seem to show much interest in me. Since it seems like you're not aware, let me fill you in. Your father was the owner of a company, but when he passed away, I had no choice but to take over. I had to ensure the welfare of his employees too. What are you talking about? I'm the president of the company. What? I've never experienced poverty. I'm forever grateful to your father for that. His company allowed me to raise you well. All I had to do was pour my energy into keeping the company thriving. What? Because of all the work I've put in, the company's doing way better now. I can live comfortably on my own, and I don't have to stress about when I get old. You're kidding, right? You were rich? Your dad always intended for you to step up and run his company when the timing felt right. Really? I'm going to be the CEO? That was his wish, but things have changed now. What do you mean? You and your wife despise me so much, you completely cut ties after your wedding. Then, out of nowhere, I find out I'm going to be a grandparent. But when I tried to send a gift, you shut me down, saying it's none of my business. You looked down on me and mocked me for not being as well off. And you expect me to hand over your dad's company to you? No way. I won't stand for it. Wait a minute, Mom. I didn't know anything. That Dad ran a company? That he was the president? That you took over as president? Because I grew up feeling lonely. I always thought we were poor. Even if you didn't know, I just can't let it slide. People who bully the vulnerable won't get any respect. I'm not letting you inherit this company. No way. If I become the president, I can surely make sure Ashley and the kids live without worries. Mom, please accept me as your successor. Being a president isn't as easy as you think. It's not for you. Oh, and by the way, the apartment you're living in belongs to my company. What? Our company deals in real estate, so we handle rentals too. Because you said you wanted to live alone, you've been getting away with paying a reduced rent. But starting now, you'll need to pay the full amount. Are you serious? If the rent goes up, our life will be even harder. Cut us some slack, please. If you can't afford it, then pack your bags and leave the apartment immediately. There are plenty of cheaper places out there to rent. I'm done looking after you. From now on, you need to live like a responsible adult. Don't count on me for any more help. Mom, it's my fault. All of this happened because of my misunderstanding. Please forgive me. That's it. I'm done considering you my son. Go ahead. Live your life however you want. Miranda, it's Ashley. We've realized that our misunderstanding caused a lot of discomfort for you, Mom. I'm really sorry. I sincerely apologize. Oh, Ashley, there's no need to apologize. I'm sure you meant everything you said. No. So, you judge people solely based on their work and financial situation, huh? That's why you look down on me for working hard as a single mom, isn't it? In other words, you saw me as a burden, didn't you? That's not true. You don't have to try hard. As a supposed burden, I won't be seeing you two ever again. Please don't say that. I fully intend to apologize for my mistakes. You don't have to apologize. I have no intention of having anything to do with you guys anymore. So... What? Then what about our child? He's your grandchild. You won't ever let me see him anyway. So what's the point? I said things without knowing you. I'm really sorry. I had no idea that you were the president of the company. I was just scared of family conflicts from my upbringing. That's all it was. Please forgive me. Ashley, I don't know what happened in your family, but I don't think it's fair to label people as poor without even talking to them, and to avoid those who are less fortunate. Yes, I do want to change from now on. By all means, do so. I think it's important to be considerate of others, no matter what the situation. I understand. So, would you consider making John the future president? That's a whole different story. Business is built on trust, you know? Right now, I have zero trust in him. What? You know what, Ashley? It's really tough to regain trust once it's lost. At least for now, I've no intention of making John the successor. Oh no, I believe it's because of me that he started to dislike you. It's my fault. That's why please consider making John the successor. No matter the reasons, the bottom line is, there's no trust. So I'm definitely not handing over my husband's company to him. Miranda. Oh, and I think John mentioned it, but don't forget about the apartment situation too. Huh? Decide by the end of this month whether you'll pay the full rent or leave. Oh no, with his income, there's no way we can afford it. Then why don't you look for a cheaper place and move out? It's not that easy to find a place, and it will cost a lot to move. Stop cherry-picking what suits you. Decide if you're renewing or ending your lease by the end of this month. I'll have the staff follow up, so be prepared for that. Miranda, please don't take this away from us. You've only got 2 options. Discuss it with John and decide. And I don't want anything to do with you two anymore. Don't ever contact me again. Miranda, please don't say such harsh things. How dare you? You've been rejecting me all along. Just remember, life doesn't always bend to your will. Goodbye. Don't you want to see your grandchildren? Miranda, please. Later on, my son and his wife had to move out of the apartment. It's understandable because they couldn't afford the rent. Well, it was my decision to let them stay there, so maybe I made a mistake in my parenting. Anyway, both of them are now responsible adults, and as parents of 1 child each. I hope they will approach their future with a good sense of responsibility. It seems Ashley's parents didn't know anything about it. And when they heard the details, they gave their daughter and my son a good scolding. Thanks to that, without any support from their in-laws, they are now quietly living in a cheap, small apartment. I believe it was a good lesson for my son and his wife. It's very unfortunate that I can't see my grandchildren, but I have no intention of helping them at all. I continue to lead busy days as usual. With all that's happened, I'm considering planning a cruise trip for a fresh start.
Kate, I heard about that. It's great. I'm so proud of you.
Dad, you're too loud. What's going on all of a sudden?
I can't believe you passed such a difficult exam. I'm so happy.
Well, you're so excited. Don't call me just to say that. You're annoying me.
Come on, don't be like that. I'm sure you're happy too, aren't you, Kate? I'm thinking of celebrating that today. It's a good idea, isn't it?
Oh, well, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Don't be so cold. Tell me how you want us to celebrate.
I said you can just do whatever you want. You're really grossing me out. It's bothersome.
Hey, why are you saying that? I was thinking about you.
If you were thinking about me, you wouldn't say that, would you? You're being pushy. You're just trying to congratulate me, but in the end, you just want to feel good about yourself, right?
That's not true. We don't have much time to talk together as a family these days. I think that's a problem. So I'd like to have a family dinner for celebration.
Jeez, I shouldn't have talked to you.
Don't you think that we should have a celebration, Kate?
I've told you that it's imposing. Everyone has their own interpretation about family. It's really annoying. Stop forcing your idealism on me, Dad.
I need to talk to you, Helen. Is this a good time?
You're just in time. I need to talk to you too.
What's up?
You go first.
No, you first.
That's what's so bothersome about you. Since you came to me, you should be the one who talked first. Anyway, I think you should apologize first. Well, I'm ready to listen to you now.
Apologize? Why should I do that?
Who needs to apologize except you? I thought you were going to let me tell Kate that you were sorry because it's hard for you to apologize directly to her.
Huh? Sorry, I don't get it. What are you talking about? Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, I can't believe it. You don't even feel guilty, Brad.
I really have no idea about what you are talking about.
You're seriously insensitive. Kate was right about you.
What? Kate told you that?
You had a fight with Kate yesterday, didn't you? She said she passed the exam and you were holding her back.
I didn't mean to do so. I just wanted to congratulate her. Besides, I thought it wasn't good for us to have less family time. I wanted to have dinner with everyone.
You don't think you did anything wrong?
No, but if I offended Kate, maybe I didn't say it right. But you agree that it's not good, right? Kate will soon have to think about her career path. I was wondering if you could help me with that too.
Is that why you contacted me? What a nonsense.
I know, but
Well, can you do me a favor then?
yeah, sure. How can I help you?
I'm thinking to take some lessons from next week.
What? That's a little...
Why?
Because we won't be able to have time together if you do that.
Oh, yeah, family time.
I'm sorry, but why did you say that all of a sudden?
I wanted a change in my life. It's a stress reliever. I get choked up every day with the routines.
I understand how you feel, but Kate is working hard too. It's just a little more patience. Let's all work together as a family, okay?
Speaking about that, Kate will be attending the lessons with me.
Seriously? I thought you said you wanted her to focus on her exams.
That's right, but we need to give her a break once in a while.
Relaxation is important, but having her take lessons is just...
Isn't that why you got into a fight? You don't understand how Kate feels.
Why did you say that?
You only care about yourself. Have you ever thought about Kate's feelings? You are different with me and Kate.
We're Kate's parents, Helen. We let her study hard, then get into a famous university to study about what she desires. After that, she can get a job at the company she wants to work for. Isn't that the happiest thing in the world?
Sure, if she could live like that, she might be happy. But in fact, she isn't. Poor Kate. You can understand that when you see me, right?
I don't think so.
I'm saying that if you keep doing what you're doing now, Kate won't be able to make her own decision for her future.
Huh? What the heck is that?
Are you pretending you don't understand, or are you really just being dull? You'll never understand about how Kate feels when she is deprived of her future freedom.
Hey, can you explain it to me in detail so I can understand? I'll try to fix what I did wrong. I can't fix it if I don't know what caused it.
You're just like my scumbag parents. I can't entrust Kate to someone who doesn't even notice when he's told. I'll take care of Kate by myself from now on.
Hold on a sec. Helen, you're out every night. Where are you going?
Don't worry, it's none of your business. By the way, you have a job to prepare some money.
What money? All of a sudden, you want me to get you some money?
For heaven's sake, Brad, are you having a short-term memory loss? It's for the lessons I told you last time.
We agreed that we'd put up with it, remember?
No, I changed my mind. I've been going along with your selfishness until now. I can't take it anymore. The stress is driving me crazy. You wouldn't understand anyway, would you?
Okay, I got it. Calm down, please. It's my fault, right? I'll give you the money. Will you forgive me?
Why don't you understand me after what I've said to you? It's not about forgiveness.
What is it about then? I'm sorry, you didn't explain to me about that, so I still don't understand.
Are you telling me that you won't understand unless I explain it to you word by word?
Well, of course, I'm not a psychic, so I can't read your mind. Even though we are family, there are some things I still can't understand unless you tell me.
That's your own lack of understanding. What a self-centered person you are. If you'd had a decent amount of experience in life, you should be able to think about other people's feelings.
That may be true, but...
If you can't do that, why don't we just get a divorce? What are you going to do? I'm fine with it anyway.
Divorce? That's such a big deal. Calm down a bit, will you?
I'm calm. You're the one who's panicking.
Please, sweetheart, tell me what's wrong with you.
And if I tell you, what are you gonna do for me?
Well, I'll do anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't trust you.
Please, I'm just trying to protect my family.
Well, if you don't keep your promise, my dad's just gonna fire your dad. Anyway, I don't know how your dad ended up working at my dad's company.
Please, don't do that.
That's enough. I'm divorcing you. Get out of here as soon as possible.
That's too much. Why are you pushing me like this?
I don't know. Well, let me ask you something then. Have you ever thought about the life of a company president's daughter?
Huh? What are you trying to say?
My parents made me marry someone I'm not in love with. I was raised as someone who would only produce an heir, and I don't have a life of my own. On top of that, you have no heart, but you demand it from others. My daughter Kate is going the same way as me. Do you think you're in a position to play the victim? I'm the victim here.
Don't say that.
Come on. What do you think? You are free to say something to refute what I'm saying. You still don't get it even after I've told you this much. Then let's go to the hospital. Let's have your dullness disease examined.
Stop it. I got it already.
Tell me what you think then.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? A mealy-mouthed apology is meaningless.
It's just...
If you don't explain yourself, your dad will be fired.
I'm sorry that I didn't think about your feelings.
Well done. You did a great job. You're going to pay for what you've done. First of all, it's about the lessons.
Yes, I'll pay for it if it will make you happy.
No kidding. That's very sweet of you. Well, I'll add some fees for the beauty spa too then.
What? Beauty spa?
Yes. Any complaints? No, right?
Not at all. How much money do you need for the beauty spa and lessons?
Let's see. $1,500.
It's very expensive.
Well, of course it is. I won't be taking cheap lessons and visiting cheap beauty spa. I'm telling you, that fee is only for one person.
I can't afford that much money. You know how much my salary is, right?
Then you'll have to fire me.
I can't fire you, so just let me pay for you.
Let me pay for you? What's with that tone? Who the heck do you think you are?
I'm sorry, I'll do as you say.
You should. The admission fees and the things you need to prepare for the lessons. I've already paid some of them, so you'll have to pay me back.
Seriously? You already paid for those?
If I follow your selfishness, I'll have to wait for the rest of my life. I'm a woman who acts quickly.
Okay then. I'll do my best to get the money to you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I wonder if you've changed your mind. I'm counting on you then. Hey, scumbag! Pick me up at the station as soon as you can. For every 10 minutes you're late, there's $100 penalty. Let's start the count.
I'm at work. Don't ask me to do that. Ask your mom to pick you up.
Oh, looks like you've got some nerve. Don't forget that me and Mom are at the same side.
I'm busy. I don't have time to play around. If it's not urgent, don't call me.
9 more minutes and $100 more. Are you with a woman other than Mom by any chance? That's terrible. I'll let Mom know about this. She'll scold you.
No way.
Then come and pick me up then. I'm the daughter of the company president. Didn't Mom tell you to keep that fact in your mind?
I can't do it right now. Can you wait a little longer?
No problem. I'm a nice person anyway.
Thank you.
But you'll have to pay more for the extension fee.
No way. Give me a break.
Excuse me? Mom told me a lot about you, but you show no remorse. You still don't understand how others feel.
I'm sorry. I'll pick you up. I'm leaving my office soon. Just wait a little longer. Hey, where are you?
I'm already at home.
What?
I told you, didn't I? I'm being nice. Well, I felt sorry for the extension fee, so I had Mom pick me up. You just need to give me $500.
There's no way I'm going to pay for that. Don't be absurd. Besides, you were really at home the whole day, weren't you?
Huh? Of course not.
I just checked your location, and it says you were at home the whole day.
I can't believe you just did that. That's scary. You're stalking me. I'm going to tell Mom. What do you think you're doing, Brad?
Well, that's my line.
Don't you get it? You're really useless. Well, tell your dad to search for another job, Dan. Oh, you need to prepare more money anyway. If you refuse, you know what will happen. Do you understand me?
How much do you need?
$1,500.
Okay, I'll get it for you. I'm getting tired of this.
That's a good decision. You should have done that from the beginning.
I need to talk to you.
I beg your pardon? You're being cheeky. You know what will happen if you say something nasty to me, don't you?
Yeah, I know. It's just that starting next month, I'm getting transferred.
Oh well, that's none of my business. Well, since it's you, I guess you're not well liked by everyone at your workplace.
You're wrong. Anyway, we'll be living separately for a while.
Yay! We should celebrate that.
What?
I'm really glad you'll go so far away from me. You know, Kate and I were getting so frustrated just having you at home. From now on, me and Kate are going to have our family time together. I'm so happy. I can't help but grin at you.
Yeah, whatever. Both of you don't even think of me as a family.
You just realize that now? I'm surprised.
You're the one who hasn't noticed. If we separate, that means I won't be able to pay for your lessons and stuff.
You're not going to transfer the money? You're kidding me again.
What? You're working too, so you'll just have to deal with that by yourself. I need money to live at where I'm transferred. I can't afford your selfishness. I have a life too.
You're not the one who forced me to be selfish first. I've had enough. If you insist, let's get a divorce then.
It's a good opportunity. Let's do it. I think that's the best thing for us.
I'll get the custody of Kate.
I won't let you do that.
I told you, I won't listen to your selfishness anymore. What's the big deal? If I leave it to you, Kate's future will be ruined.
I feel sorry for her, but I'll let her decide.
Of course she's gonna choose me. I don't think there's any advantages for her if she chose to go with you. I don't want you to come back from where you're transferred. I never want to see your face again.
What about my dad's job at the company then?
Oh, you mentioned that too. I forgot.
Are you going to fire him?
I lied about that, of course. You can see how smart I am, can't you?
I'm so relieved to hear that. Well then, I'll give you custody of Kate. I'll have to check with Kate first though.
Well, our house is so comfortable now without noisy insect like you.
Well, that's good to hear. By the way, did you quit your lessons?
Of course not.
What about the money? Are you making a good living?
You forgot that I'm the company president's daughter, right?
So what?
That there are plenty of people who can take your place.
What do you mean? Are you telling me that you've been having an affair?
Of course not. My dad set me up on a blind date right after I filed for divorce. That's my dad. Well, unfortunately, I can't remarry soon due to the restrictions.
I see. What does Kate say about the guy? Does she approve?
Nothing in particular.
I don't think Kate will approve.
You just can't get your feelings straight, can you? Time will tell.
You really think so? And you're sure you're okay with this new partner of yours?
You have no reason to worry about me. I'm not your wife anymore, and you're being petty. If you keep talking to me, I'm gonna sue you for stalking.
Oh, come on. That's not gonna happen. You're the one who contacted me.
Hey, what's going on? Your father just suddenly quit his job. I didn't have anything to do with it. He also seemed to have a huge fight with my dad. What's going on? Can you explain? You must have known something.
Yeah, I do. I told my dad about your affair. I didn't expect my dad to quit his job.
What? Adultery? Your dad quit his job just because he trusted that lie?
I wonder if it's a lie. I've got the proper proof. I even checked with your dad. He said he didn't do any matchmaking after the divorce.
So what? You shouldn't have sneaked around like that. There's plenty of opportunities for me to meet new guys without anyone's help.
Well, you just said that by yourself. I wonder who's your new guy.
What?
Well, No matter how many lies and excuses you tried to make up, you won't get away with it. Did you really think I was going to be transferred?
You said that to me anyway.
I made it easy for you to bring the guy you're having an affair with into the house. I intentionally made it easier for you to get divorced. If I leave the house, even temporarily, you'd think that's the chance to get a divorce.
What the hell? That's what this is about? Bullshit. You've got it all wrong. I was planning on getting a divorce even if you didn't get transferred.
I see. So, do you let Kate continue her lessons?
We don't have the money. My life has been set before I was born, and I've never had any freedom. But I have given Kate all the freedom until now. It's unfair that Kate has her reasons and I don't, isn't it?
That's why you make Kate quit her lessons and do whatever you want? You're just using Kate to make up for the time you've been deprived of.
That's the way you say it. You still sound as if you were the boss of the house. What a pathetic guy you are.
I see. I feel safer suing you now that I hear what you said to me.
I don't think you can do that. You know what? You need proof to sue me. And first of all, can you afford the attorney's fees? You have no money, right?
I've plenty of money. Didn't you understand? You don't know what you're doing. Before the divorce, you were staring at my plane ticket, weren't you?
What's with that?
Let me show you one more time.
What's so special about this?
You don't seem to get it. I'm surprised a nice, well-brought-up young lady doesn't get it. At least Kate understood. Why don't you ask her?
No kidding! That was a first-class ticket. No, I mean, there's no way you could raise that much money in such a short period of time. Of course it's fake. Stop trying to look good.
That's what Kate said too. To tell you the truth, I was studying investment. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that, would you? But when I showed you this, you believed me right away.
Did you take this picture?
It's a nice picture, isn't it? Well, it's a view you'll never get. And this one?
What's this? You! What are you doing? You're disgusting! You stalker! I'm gonna sue you!
Cut it off, will you? I had a detective take those pictures. Detectives are great.
Shut up! I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
I see. Well, let's have Kate take a look at this conversation, shall we? Let's have her make an impartial judgment. Yes, not only Kate, but also our dads.
Wait!
Well, of course, you can pay for the alimony and stuff, right? You have a future husband who will pay for it. That's the case if he's still willing to stay by your side until the day of your marriage. I requested alimony from my wife with all the evidence I had, including the photos taken by the detective and the testimonies of both of our dads. My wife had been seeing a man other than me before the divorce, and her dad admitted that. My wife's adulterous partner had borrowed a lot of money in order to win her heart. But as soon as he found out that my wife's alimony was too expensive to pay, he evaporated. Kate has been transferred from her current private high school to a prefectural high school for financial reasons. I certainly have some sympathy for my wife's situation, since she needs to work all day, all night, just to pay for the alimony. It seems that my wife didn't love me as a husband, and I was just a sandbag to release her stress. I think I had no choice this time to stop my wife from crossing the line. My dad is currently working for a company owned by a classmate of mine. My dad has always been my wife's dad's right-hand man, so he told me that his current work is refreshing and he enjoys it a lot. I'm now living a good life. I remodeled my parents' house and I'm going to buy a condo with the large sum of money I got from the profit of selling stocks.